In this video, I'll explain key teachings by Ramana Maharshi. The first quote is, "There can be satisfaction only when you reach the source. Otherwise, there will be restlessness." So what's the source? It's the reality that is present right now, but you cannot see it because the mind obscures it. What's the mind? Mind are the thoughts. Mind are the movement inside you. Whatever is moving. So the thoughts is moving inside you. You are attaching yourself, you are identifying yourself with those thoughts. And hence you cannot see what is the reality, the self. So all teachings point towards the source. What's the source? It's who you are right now. Not the body, not the mind, not any form, but your true essence. Your real self, true self. What's that? It's not in time and place, it's not in any thought, it's not in any object. It has no subject-object duality. You cannot point towards that. Because you are that right now. So this is the source that will set you free, that will liberate you. If you recognize that the source is you, and you are not different from the world. The so-called world that you see and perceive is just a projection. The world is not really there as substantial, as something out there, but it's your own self. The world is the self. So the second quote is, "If one resorts to contemplation of the self unintermittently until the self is gained, that alone would do." So how would you contemplate on the self? By recognizing that the past and future is non-existent, and whatever you are thinking right now is based on the past and future. It is created out of the past and future. But those thoughts are not rooted in truth, because past and future are not there. It's your creation. It's not substantial. You are thinking about the past, you are thinking about the future, but are they real? Do they really exist? Have you ever been to the past? Have you ever been to the future? No, it's always the present. So as you realize that this presence is who you are in the present moment, and the present moment is the only reality, there is no doubt you will understand what self really is. So the mind functions with the past and the future. If you could just bring your attention to the present moment completely and do not pay attention to the past and future, which is just a mind projection, it is not real, you will realize truth. The third quote is, "When the world, which is what is seen, has been removed, there will be realization of the self, which is the seer." So the world as we see it is not there. The sages say the world as we see it is not there, not present. So realizing that the seer is not different from the seen, the object is not different from the subject, and there is no duality in truth, in reality. How will you recognize that? The path is just by being completely present in the now. You are not accessing the mind knowledge. The mind knowledge is the only obstacle. Whatever you know, keep it aside for a while, and then just perceive whatever you are seeing right now. The world as it is, the so-called world as it is. See through your senses. Look around carefully, without labeling, without judging, without interpretation, without naming anything. So this is how you dissolve the mind in the self. By not entangling yourself, engaging with the mind. The fourth quote is, the duality of subject and object and trinity of seer, sight and seen can exist only if supported by the one. If one turns inward in search of that one reality, they fall away. Those who see wisdom, they are never in doubt. Sri Ramana Maharshi. So the self, when the self desires, it projects a world where you are the seer and there are scenes and you are seeing the world. But when the self wants to know itself again, without any distortions, without any dreaming, it craves for truth, because truth is self. Self, it realizes that the seer's seen duality is not present in reality. It is just something made up. It is not rooted in truth. So the way to recognize this is just being aware of what is present right now. Not the thoughts, not the emotions, not the fleeting moments of the mind. When you are able to see clearly as it is. And how you do that? You do that by being present, being in the now. By recognizing that you are not in the thoughts, you are not in the mind, you are not the mind. The only freedom that you need is the freedom from mind. The only freedom you need is freedom from the mind. Freedom from the movement that the mind projects. So the more you become still, unmoving, the greater depth you know of yourself.